Hello, you're welcome to TKLMS Academy, and my name is Adeboye. So we'll be looking at solving questions in quadratic equations using quadratic formula method. Now, there are times when you'll be asked to prove how the quadratic formula was derived. So in this video, you're going to see how the quadratic formula was derived. All right, so it says that derive the quadratic formula from the equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a, b, and c are constants and a is not equal to 0. Now, I want you to see that the equation on the screen is a quadratic equation. Okay, so we want to transform that quadratic equation into the quadratic formula. All right, so step one, it says you will use completing the square method. Now the first step is to divide each term of the equation by the coefficient of x squared, which is a. All right, so the first thing is, in our quadratic equation we have ax squared. All right, now the ax squared, now the coefficient of the x squared there is a, so we're going to use a to divide through. So what we eventually have after using a to divide through is going to be x squared plus bx over a plus c over a equals to 0. Step 2. Rearrange the equation by moving plus c over a to the right hand side. So as you can see, we're going to move the positive c over a from the left hand side to the right hand side, and we'll see a change in the sign. Okay, so the sign becomes negative c over a. The next step is to take the square of half of the coefficient of x. Now in the in step 2, here we have plus bx over a. So x is a variable, and what you have beside it is b over a. So b over a is the coefficient of x, not to forget the sign, which is a positive. Okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to take that positive b over a, we are going to multiply it by half. That is what it means to halve the coefficients. Okay, so that is exactly what we have here, that we multiplied b over a by 1 over 2, and then you arrive at b over 2a. Next is that we are going to square it. So when you square it, you're going to get this. Step 4. It says that add b over 2a squared to both sides of the equation, and that is exactly what you can see here. Now this is just the completing the square method. We are using the completing the square method to transform a quadratic equation into the quadratic formula. All right, so we add it to both sides. Now I want you to see that what we only did here was to square. That is, b squared gives us, okay, b multiplied by b gives us b squared, then 2a multiplied by 2a would give 4a squared. Now step 5, it says add negative c over a and b squared over 4a squared. Then we write the left hand side of the equation. Okay, so let's look at what we have here. This is the right hand side, so we are asked to add what we have there, and so that's exactly what we did. That's exactly what we did here. So how do we add this? The LCM of a and 4a squared is 4a squared. So you have it as 4a squared. Now, how many times would a go into, would a go into 4a squared? Yes. You have 4a squared divided by a. What would you eventually have would be 4a. So 4a multiplied by this c here. Now do not forget that there's a negative there, so you can put the negative outside, and then plus 4a into 4a squared. What would that give? That would be same thing as 1. So 1 multiplied by b squared, you're going to have b squared. Okay, so by the time you multiply negative 4a multiplied by c, you're going to have negative 4ac. And then you have your plus b squared over 4a squared. Next, so we're asked to write the left hand side as well. Now, if you look at the left hand side, this is what we have on the left hand side. And writing it in perfect square form means that you're going to be dealing basically with this, this, and this. Now, you can watch our video tutorial on solving quadratic equations using perfect square method. You're going to get more familiar with this. So you just pick x, then you pick b over 2a, and then the positive sign, you pick it, and then you square the whole equation or expression. Now rewrite the entire equation. So whatever we have on the left hand side, we're going to write it, and then whatever we have on the right hand side, then that's exactly what we write. So we proceed now. So we only swap the negative 4a to the other side. Now, step 7. Take the root of both sides, or transfer the power of 2 from the left hand side to the right hand side to become square root. So I want you to look at this, that there's a square here. When you move the square from the left hand side to the right hand side, when you move the square from the left hand side to the right hand side, we're going to have it as becomes square root. Okay, so that's exactly what we see here. So the square is no longer on the left hand side, it is now on the right hand side. And then immediately we bring the square root there, we have a plus or minus. We have a plus or minus there. Okay, and then so the introduction of plus or minus on the right hand side. Then step 8 says that 4a squared could be written in a different form. Then take the square root. So if you look at 4a squared, this could be written as 2a raised to power 2, because this actually means 2a multiplied by 2a. Now this is actually 4. It's actually 4. So that's 4a squared equals to 2a. All right, and then so the entire equation becomes this. So which equation are we talking about? We are talking about this particular equation. So the 4a squared becomes 2a. All right, so move on to step 9. Move b over 2a from the left hand side to the right hand side. So the b which we have here moves over here, and then it becomes a negative. Okay, then step 10 says we write the equation and add. Okay, so we add or we subtract depending on exactly what needs to be done. So here we have this minus b over 2a, and so we have 2a, which is common to the denominators. So we have it as the LCM, the lowest common multiple, and then we write exactly what we have here, minus b. Okay, then the next thing is we're free to transfer this negative b from that side to the other side, and then we have your plus or minus b squared minus 4ac. So this is what the quadratic formula actually looks like. So here it is. Here is the answer to the question. So I believe that you're watching this. Okay, now there's a link. There's a link. Please subscribe to our channel and click the like button to receive notification when more videos are released. Thank you.